I'm James Holder, welcome to Full Court Football 24. I'm quite fortunate enough to be joined by Tottenham legend Tony Galvin. Firstly, how are you, Tone?
I'm fine, well, bearing in mind the current situation with Justin, obviously incredibly sad. I was with him last week, but, you know, we felt it appropriate to go ahead with the game. We thought maybe Justin would appreciate that.
Massive loss for life and the game and for everyone involved with the club. Can you talk to us a few words about Justin?
Justin was a great lad. Got to know Justin quite when he started turning out for the Spurs. Obviously I'm quite old now, but the last few years he's played the odd game. Got to know him quite well and spent quite a bit of time with him last weekend in Madrid. We were out there watching the Champions League, and he always had a lot of time. You know, we always chatted about non-league because obviously I came through non-league and I was always interested in what Justin was doing. Justin always had time for you. He was a lovely man, and I was as shocked as anybody could be when I found out he'd been taken ill so dramatically. It was, and yesterday when it was announced, a lot of people are really upset. It's really hit people very badly.
We're here today to raise some money for a fantastic charity. Justin was also due to play today, so it is good for you guys to come here to Hambledon to try and help such a fantastic cause.
It's a great cause. Obviously, coming from non-league, I'm a great believer in there's a lot of good work goes on at grassroots level, and we're here today to raise money for Hambledon FC. I think I've got that right. And help them to develop and improve their facilities, put a few bob in their coffers. And football's not about producing professional footballs. It's about community. It's about people getting out, getting exercise, and it's about all the other things that go with it. And they're very much at the heart of communities like this. So we're more than pleased to be here. We hope we can raise a few bob for them.
Talking about your own career, you had a very successful spell at Tottenham, joining the club at 22 years of age. Can you talk to us a little bit before your time in football, before you joined Tottenham?
Okay, so I was at university I went to Hull University. Obviously I'm from the north, I'm from Huddersfield. Did a degree in Russian, played non-league football for a team called Gould Town, which was the Northern Premier League, which preceded the National League. And it was from Gould Town that I was signed by Bill Nicholson, the legendary Bill Nicholson, and signed for Tottenham. But Tottenham kindly let me finish my teaching qualification in case it didn't work out. And so I was 22 when I signed for Tottenham, very old, but had to catch up and spent the first sort of 12 months playing the reserves, but eventually managed to break into the first team and had probably 5 or 6 very successful years, 2 FA Cup wins and a UEFA Cup win. Obviously, after last week, Spurs did fantastically well getting to Champions League final, but we're still the last group of players to pick up a European trophy in 1984. So a European trophy is long overdue at Spurs.
Would you say that's probably one of the club's most successful periods in their history at that time?
84? Yeah, absolutely. But the early 80s, we had a very strong team and we were very successful. We never managed to win the league. We got close on a couple of occasions, and it was a very successful period. I think they're in the middle of a successful period now, and just need to turn that maybe into 1 or 2 trophies. Got very close last week. On another day, they could have won that game, but hopefully we can kick off again next year. 1 or 2 signings. And I expect the club to be successful over the next 2 or 3 years.
Who would you like to see brought in the summer? Who ticks the boxes for you?
I'm not really au fait with a lot of the players playing, for example, in La Liga. I think the most important thing for Tottenham, currently as we are now in June, is that we managed to keep hold of Christian Eriksen. I think that's an absolute must. I think you let him go, you've got to replace him with a player that's going to cost 80 or 90 million. I can't see the sense in that. So I desperately would like to see him stay and 1 or 2 players come in, obviously.
What's your greatest memory, Tony, of playing for Tottenham Hotspur?
Greatest memory is winning the UEFA Cup at Tottenham, second leg, winning the trophy in front of your home supporters, giving them that pleasure and seeing the joy in the people's faces when we walk around the stadium with that cup. So by far the greatest memory in my career.
Lastly but not least, what did the North London derby mean to you?
North London derby was a fantastic occasion. I think it was a bit different in the 80s. Basically it was 15-20 minutes of people kicking shit out of each other and the referees sort of ignoring it. And nowadays I think there'll be 2 or 3 players sent off. Very physical, very demanding, a lot of needle, but actually the players off the field got on with each other quite well.
Tony, on that note, thank you very much for your time today. It's great to get you on the channel.